Bob Morrison, you know what? A lot of these young members probably don't know the Bob Morrison story, so you may fill us in a little bit. I'm kind of anxious to hear it myself.
Don't think you heard it either.
I know some of it.
We're not going there. If anyone has to leave, leave now.
You can move the mic down a little bit.
I don't think I need the mic.
Probably don't.
Born September 10th, 1944. That makes me 69 this September. You're trying to figure that out. Born in Edmonton, the General Hospital. Grew up in Edmonton all my life except for 1 year in Vancouver in 1953-54. Went to work in 1963, driving a truck. Did that for a year and then went to work for a construction equipment company. Worked there for 6 years. Then I went to another construction company. Worked there for 6 years. And in 1978, or I guess I should go back to 1968 when I got married. That was July. Joined Rotary in July, 20 years ago. Everything seems to happen in July, I think, for me. Anyways, in 1978, I got into real estate. Worked for Royal LePage from the get-go. Went to work as a manager in 1981, speaking of 1981. That office stayed viable for 1 year and we closed it. And I came back selling in Spruce Grove. That was in Mill Woods. So in 1983, I came back selling. And then in 1970, let's go back to 70 again. That's when my first son was born. And then I had a second son in 1972. They both still live in Spruce Grove, even though when they grew up here, they said they couldn't wait to move into the big city. They never did move back into the big city. Then, my first arrest was in 1965. I got caught sleeping in a nurse's residence at the Charles Capsule Hospital. They dropped the charges, however, after I apologized. 1961, going back again, I had to go to court for a fellow who burnt his store down, and I was, he had asked me to burn it down previous to that, and I didn't, so I had to testify in court. Therefore, I got the name Sparky. And I guess that could go back to my grandfather who lived in Lougheed and owned the livery stable. And when it caught fire and burned partially down, by the time the insurance adjuster could catch the train to go out to Lougheed to check the damage, it caught on fire a second time and burned to the ground. So I think that the Sparky was more him than myself. Then, in 1993, I joined Rotary. I joined the day after they had the charter dinner, but so I was not considered a charter member. And then in 1998, Jan and I bought the Royal LePage office because they went into franchising. And then in 2010, we sold the franchise to Vic Morrison and his son-in-law and son. And then in 2011, we lost Jan through cancer. And I was glad that we'd sold the business, therefore I could do a little more traveling, I don't have to work as hard. And then we come to today, and thanks to Lyle, he asked me to get up and say a few words, but I'm a man of very few words, so thank you.